Enjoy the game tonight.
All right, and that concludes a 20-year-old ceremony by head coach Marty Quarters. He was honoring his 20-year-old players who will be aging out next season, who are Brooks Hatfield, Ryan Vance, Austin Quarters, Al McPhee, and Eric Schutte. Now we're underway to get going here. It's starting in goal tonight for the Mullets is number 30, Mason Lovich. Comes in with a 9-4 record, a 2.24 goals against average, a 9.31 save percentage, and 1 shutout on the year. Across from him, Parker Rutherford from Fort Wayne, Indiana. 8-1 on the year, a 1.94 goals against, a 90.9 save percentage, and 3 shutouts. We're on the underway here. Brett DeLotte gets the puck deep. Hansen picks it up. Flips it high to Strelo through the middle. Strelo pressured by Gatos. Early save for Rutherford. A second save. Third. And Peterson comes away with the puck now. Peterson working in with Quarters. Poked away by Hansen. Mullets are offsides. They need to touch up. Raymond Fleming now. Finds Ryan Mance. Mancy battling along the wall. Number 13, Kulas. Peterson around the net, picked up by Hoheisel. Hoheisel to Tommy Strelo in the middle. Mullets working the puck around now. Another high flip from Hansen. It's going around. Icing's waved off as it hopped over McManus' stick. McManus over to Fleming. Fleming finds Xander Mavrogiannis through the middle. Picked up by McManus. Works it to Mavrogiannis. Offsides is the call. The Mullets are in the maroon jerseys. Across from them are the Riverkings in the white. Riverkings will be working from left to right in the first and the third, and the Mullets will be going from right to left in the first and the third. Hatfield lined up against Lallier. Hatfield wins it back to Gatos, who gets it in deep. Back to get it is Gutterman. Works it over to Frederick. Back to Gutterman behind his own net. Another long pass up to Dixon. Loses an edge and taken away by Gatos. Trelstad picked it up on some defense there. DeLotte up to Kassir. Shot is blocked by Gutterman. Dixon picks it up now, works her way across center ice, past the blue line, fakes the shot, works it around, tries to get a pass through, knocked away by Rutherford. DeLotte with it now behind his own net, tries to get worked up the wall to Richard Young. Young takes a hit there from Walters. Walters now battling with DeLotte. DeLotte up to Young, who touches it to Edwards. Edwards has a little bit of space here, 2-on-2. Makes a move around one guy. Slips it in. Great save by Lovich. His first of the night, and it had to be a good one. Working in. Richard Young applies a hit there on Hullaby. Shipped in. Battled for it. Put in behind the net there. Edwards is looking to pick it up. Works it up to Curry. Kept in by Borison. Back around. McManus looks to pick this one up. Goes off the wall, but the pass is intercepted by Walters and chipped back in as he goes for a change. Fleming behind the net now, makes a nifty little move. Working his way up. Looks for Curry, but he didn't have his head ready. Battling for it, and puck goes right up into the scorer's box there. Everyone's got to be awake here. The Mullets this year are 26-14-3, and the Riverkings come in with a record of 32-10-1. The Riverkings in second place locked up home ice for the playoffs last night with a 5-2 victory over the same Mullets. The Mullets have fourth place, so they'll have home ice for the first round, but not the second. And puck is not kept in by Hartley as he takes a hit. Ooh. Orson came right back into his own net there. These two teams have played 5 times so far. Riverkings winning 3, the Mullets winning 2. They've all been pretty even games so far. Peterson works it, looks for a shot, gets deflected wide. Chalupski turns Mavrogiannis away, goes over to Hansen. Hansen works in behind his own net. He drops back to Chalupski. Chalupski back over to Hansen again. Hansen finds Brophy through the middle, who gets it in deep. Him and Delot go for it. Delot into the corner. Oh, has trouble with it in his skates there. And is pressured by Fodstad. Peterson now. Oh, looks to beat a man. Nice defensive play by Chalupski. It's Hansen now behind his own net. Looks for the long pass. Intercepted by Fleming to Peterson over to quarters. Does not get it deep. And now Strelo comes through the middle. He's got some speed. Good pad save there by Rutherford. Gasirik chips it out of the zone now. Chalupski gets it deep. Oh, it is not. Intercepted by Fleming, who finds Peterson. Peterson's got some room to work, but loses an edge. Brooks Hatfield was there looking to pick up the remains, but there was nothing to be found. McManus skating it down, being pressured by Hoheisel. McManus in a little trouble, just gives it over to his D partner, Raymond Fleming, up to Kasirik, over to Hatfield. Hatfield gains the red line, Nance over the blue line. Good little deflection there in on goal. Well done, good play. Good step by Colin Moore, number 23 for the Riverkings. Puck's in deep, Frederick will rim it around. And not intercepted by Kasirik. Strelo goes in, gives it to Kulas, who slows up, looks for the pass. Another nice little deflection in front. Quickly spins around and covered by Rutherford. 14:26 left in the first period here. The Riverkings have 2 shots to the Mullets 4. Edwards facing in against Kulas. Wins it back to Gatos. Gets it up the wall. Intercepted. Back to the point. Shot from the point. Stick save by Rutherford. Curry chips it up ahead to Young. Icing is waved off. Curry battling in the corner with Frederick. Edwards picks up the puck, works it to the lobby, throws it in on goal. Shot was blocked by Gutterman. Not sure if he meant to, but he did the job. In front, Curry fans on it. Back to Gatos. Gatos has a go. Not sure if that one made it through or not. Curry chips it deep as the Riverkings go for a change, with the exception of Richard Young, who's forechecking. Up to Lallier, who gets it deep, and he's coming in with some speed on McManus. McManus rims it around, up to Al McPhee. Lots of players battling for it in front there. Borison picks it up, trying to beat Fleming wide with speed. Pulls up and does not do so. Pass to the middle. Another save by Rutherford. Puck's being worked down low. Another look into the middle. The pass just wasn't there. Frank keeps it in, gets it deep. Puck intercepted by McPhee. McPhee over to Nurse. Nurse gets it deep, and he's going to go after it. Lovich out to play it. His head up, rims it around. Intercepted by Krieger, the birthday boy. Just turned 18 today. Borison works it over to Moore, now in after it with Trelstad on him. Trelstad had a goal in last night's contest. Battling for it now is Moore and McPhee. McPhee gets it out to Quarters. Quarters is going. He also had a goal in last night's contest. Sharp angle shot. Saved and covered by Lovich. His 3rd save in the night. It'll be Quarters and LaFlamme on the face-off. One back to Xander Mavrogiannis, who throws it just wide of the net. Hullabee back to Hansen. Hansen being pressured by Peterson. Walters will get it deep. In behind Rutherford's net, Gatos is being pressured by Hullaby. Leaves it for his partner, Delot. Delot spins away from LaFlamme and has his head up and looks for the pass to Peterson. Deflects it in the zone. Mavrogiannis is on the 3-on-1. Shot to Quarters and he scores! Austin Quarters off the feed from Xander Mavrogiannis below the goal line. An excellent finish for Quarters, who is the Riverkings' leading point getter. We'll wait for the official word on assists, but if I am correct, it'll be Quarters from Mavrogiannis and Peterson. And that makes it 1-0 Riverkings with just under 12 minutes left in the first.
Wisconsin Rapids goal scored by number 18, Austin Quarters. He was assisted by number 19, Xander Mavrogiannis, and by number 28, Adam Peterson.
So we have good eyes up here. We were correct. Quarters from Mavrogiannis and Peterson.
Time of the goal, 8:02.
Chalupski gets it in deep. Fleming to pick it up. Fleming reverses, is under pressure from LaFlamme, has help from Hatfield. Works it up to Mance, who chips it out. Back in deep, put in by Gutterman. McManus back to get it. Starts to take ice, moves it over to Kasirik. Kasirik, nifty little skate to stick move. Fostad with the interception, back to McManus. He works it in, tries to get it deep, intercepted by Gutterman, who chips it high off the glass, and Colin Moore, fresh off the bench, was able to pick it up. McManus did not see that hit coming, but manages to retain possession before giving it up to Brophy. Battle for it along the wall, a couple players involved. Hatfield moves it to Mance, and the Riverkings are out of the zone. Mance across the red line, looks to beat his defenseman with a nifty move. Just about works, he got it in deep all the same. Mance is battling now. He has 4 Mullets in the corner there. Lindbaum gets it deep on Rutherford. Rutherford's just going to play it safe and cover it. And we'll get a face-off in the Riverkings end. Shots are now 4-6, still in favor of the Mullets, but the Riverkings do lead 1-0 with 10:23 left in the first period. Edwards will be squaring off against Brophy for this face-off. Just kidding. Edwards is going to get thrown out of the draw. Richard Young will come in to take it. Not known for his face-offs, but wins one there. Curry gets it out. Battled for Edwards and Young together. Brophy and Fodstad in there for the Mullets. Curry attempts to get it deep, but is intercepted by Gutterman, who finds Brophy. A 2-on-2 here if they hurry. Lindbaum with the shot, and a nice catch and hold from Rutherford. Just about halfway through the first period, 10:01 left. Face-offs to Rutherford's right. Krieger against Kulas here. Kulas wins it back to Borison, who works his way down the wall. Tries to send it in front, but Gatos bats it back to the corner. McPhee picks it up, chips it. It is not kept in there as puck works back to center ice. Hoheisel takes a hit from Krieger. Nurse finds the puck, attempts to flip it in, but did not. Picked in, nice little hand play there by Hoheisel. Puck is put in the Riverkings end offsides. The Mullets tag up as the lot retrieves. Over to Krieger. Works his way to McPhee. McPhee battling for it. Chipped up. Back to DeLotte, who finds Nurse and puts it in deep. Lovich out to play it. Sets it up for Borison. McPhee applies a hit and has it under his feet there. Borison comes away with it though, as he's pressured now by Nurse. McPhee looked for Quarters in the middle, but did not have him. Oh, Quarters and Fleming collide there. And Quarters gets it deep. Frank to retrieve. Works it through, finds Strelo. And then Peterson took it from him and dumped it in deep on Lovich, who just leaves it for Borison, who rims it hard around. Played up here, a 2-on-1. Kulas and Strelo. A shot and a blocker saved by Rutherford and out of play. A very nice save from Rutherford on that 2-on-1. McManus did a good job there taking away the pass, so Rutherford knew he could play the shot. And it was well done for his 8th save of the contest. Hatfield now facing off against Lallier. Tied up for a moment, but one back to Fleming, who finds Mance along the wall. Looks in the middle of the Hatfield, back to Mance. McManus gets it in deep now to Hansen. Spins around and goes behind his own net. Surveys his options. Kasirik chasing. Hansen now over to his D partner, Chalupski. Chalupski goes off the wall up to Lallier. Back to Chalupski. Back to Lallier through the middle now. He chips it over to Trelstad. Trelstad with the shot and the save on Rutherford. Another good save by Rutherford. .801 left here in the first period. Riverkings still on top, 1-0. Jesse Edwards now squaring off against Lallier. Edwards wins it back to Delot. Curry spins back, but then plays it out of the zone. Chalupski retrieves. He looks over, goes to his D partner, Hansen. Hansen takes ice and goes back to Chalupski now. Moves up to Lallier, but does not connect. Curry now chasing after it along is Young. Curry forces Chalupski around his own net and a pass through the middle, but to a Mullets stick. Hansen works his way in, a backhander right into the corner. Bounces off and Gatos picks it up to move it to Edwards. Edwards across to Young. Over to McPhee, a 3-on-1, a 3-on-2. Lallier's back checking hard and a great defensive play by Chalupski. Well done to break that up before anything bad happened. And then a shot from the point on Gatos, or by Gatos rather, on to Lovich, who makes his 4th stop of the night.
Saloons and Spills, your newspaper guide to bars, restaurants, events, entertainment, and more.
Face off to Lovich's right. Krieger squaring off against Strelo. Or, not Strelo rather, but Diamond. 14 and 44, look the same from up here. McPhee now battling in low, picked up by Krieger. He's pressured, he's put to the ground by Gutterman. Still battling for it along the wall. Nurse puts it in deep, and now McPhee chases. McPhee looked through the middle, but no one was home except for Strelo of the Mullets. He gives up to Hoheisler, looks to make a move around Hartley, but just spins back instead. A flip in, a little battle in front there. And now there goes Nurse. Up to Colin Moore, the defenseman, the lead guy on the rush here. Frederick wins it back, goes just off the wall to Gutterman. Gutterman's gaining some ice here and just spins back. He's hampered by Peterson, turns it over. Peterson in front. Oh, a good recovery by Gutterman to get that back. The threat's not done yet though. Riverkings still working the puck down low. Mavrogiannis cycles it, but intercepted by Gutterman. And now the Mullets are out of the zone. Gutterman taking space. He just dumps it in. Blocker save by Rutherford into the corner to picked up by McManus. McManus to Fleming. Fleming works it up to Xander Mavrogiannis. Tried to get it deep, but it was intercepted by Frank. Fleming gets it in. Frank once again is there. Peterson corrals it and keeps it in the zone. Back there is Boris, and now for the Mullets. He lays it off for Frank. Frank back up to Borison in the corner now. Off the glass and up and over McManus' head. Rutherford steps out to play it and makes a nice pass to McManus and gets it out of the zone quickly. Walters now pressured by McManus. McManus retrieves and just retreats back to his net. Pressured by Hullaby, rims it all the way around to Mavrogiannis, who's waiting at the far red line, who gets it in deep and will go for a change himself. Lovich back to play it. Left it for Borison, who is pressured by Peterson. Borison still skating up the wall now. Gains the red line and dumps it in on Rutherford. Oh, will just calmly cover it and get a whistle and get some fresh legs out there for each team. Shots are 5-11 now, still in favor of the Mullets, with the Riverkings on top 1-0 with just under 5 minutes left here in the first period. Delot now goes behind D to his partner Gatos, who works it up to Kasirik. Mance, tried a little one-touch pass to Kasirik. It did not work. Mance now coming in. Walters with the intercept and a 2-on-2, but a good back check from Hatfield negates anything. Kasirik tries to go to Mance, but is intercepted by Chalupski, who got it in deep to Gatos. Now Delot gains the line and gives it over to Mance. Hatfield down to Mance. Mance looks for Kasirik in the center, in his feet. And now Gatos from the point. A nice block there by Walters. A lot of traffic in there, so a shot block is key, as the goaltender might not have seen it coming in. Delot now works his way across the red line. Has it poked off his stick. And now the Mullets come the other way to Colin Moore. Moore over to Edwards. Back to Moore. Moore takes ice. Finds Jesse Edwards back on the other side there. Edwards works his way around Hansen. Looks for Richard Young in the middle. He has him and he scores! An excellent play from Jesse Edwards to find Richard Young in the middle. Well done, and I think the other pass was from 23, Colin Moore. Another nice passing play from the Riverkings there, similar to the other one they scored, from below the goal line out into the slot and beating Lovich over his glove side.
Wisconsin, let's go! Scored by number 27, Richard Young. He was assisted by number 15, Jesse Edwards, and by number 23, Colin Moore.
So we're 2 for 2 up here. We've gotten the goals and the assists correct so far, as this one goes down for icing. Riverkings now on top 2-0 with 3:25 left in the first.
Thank you for stick around after the game tonight for Escape the Riverkings, brought to you by Polito's Pizza.
Face off will be to Lovich's right. Krieger squaring off against Brophy for this face off.
Saturday home game.
Tied up, and McPhee comes away with it. A quick shot blocked by the Mullets defenseman. Krieger works with it down low, battling with Brophy and Gutterman. Gutterman spins up the wall. Works it through the middle, where Fosted's going 1-on-2 against McManus and Fleming. Krieger picks up the extra puck, and now Fleming retreats behind his net. Fleming just barely gets it out of the zone, and now picked up by Krieger. Krieger with pressured there by Fosted. Works it over Lallier into the gear of Krieger, who then gets it deep. Frederick retrieving back for the Mullets. Frederick works it over to Lallier. Lallier finds Charlestad on the far side. Quarters with a nice defensive play. Now he finds Peterson. Peterson's coming one-on-one with Frank. He looks stepped up into by Lallier. A good back check by Lallier prevented anything there. Peterson works in behind the Mullets net now. Looks in the slot, but no one was home. The Mullets are coming the other way. Dixon just flips it up. Gatos settles it down and finds Peterson's stick. Xander Mavrogiannis now plays onside. Xander drop pass to Quarters. Quarters just finds the open space across. And now Frederick picks it up, and he goes up off the glass and gets it out. Frank and Mavrogiannis go at it. Mavrogiannis comes away, and now working in behind the Mullets line. A nifty little move, he slips it through, and then a nice shot on goal by Quarters, but Lovich had this one. Shots are now 7-11 in favor of the Mullets still. 1:44 left in the first period. Face-off now comes to Lovich's left. It's going to be Hatfield squaring off against Kulas, I believe. Kulas wins it back to Chalupski. Over to Hoheisel. Hoheisel pressured by Hatfield and Kassir. Chalupski now has it. Fine, looking Up the middle for Hoheisel, and a big hit by 23, Colin Moore. Colin Moore now back to receive the puck, and Hoheisel evens it up with him. There, John, as they skate down the ice, I'm sure asking how the other one is. Solewski works it up now. Down to Kulas, comes across, a shot. Stick by Colin Moore prevented that from going through. Hatfield took the puck and knocked his man down, but he did so by utilizing a trip. That'll be the first penalty of the night for either team, as Hatfield goes to the box for tripping. The Mullets' power play on the season is an 18.4% against the Riverkings' penalty kill, which is an 81%. Solewski now at the point. Works it over, up top to Hansen. Back low to Kulas, who finds as Kulas makes his way to the net. Leaves it for Hansen there. Hansen leaves it for Kulas. Kulas back to Hansen behind the net. He looks to stuff. Rutherford covers 1-2. Quick saves. Hansen turns out with it now. Back down low below the goal line. Finds Strelo in the middle. Pass was in his feet. He didn't have time to transition from skate to stick. To Hansen up top. McManus with the big hit, and now Quarters almost was able to take it and go in the other way. Hoheisel sends it over to Chalupski, who gets it in deep. Fleming and Strelo now. Strelo plays it over to Kulas. Now up top to Hansen, who throws it on goal, and a block shot by McManus. Down on one knee and blocked it with the shoulder. And he drops two players there and takes a slash at the end of the period, and they're going to come together. That's the end of the first period here. The Riverkings are up 2-0. The shots are 7-11 in favor of the Mullets. Riverkings will start the second period a man down on Hatfield's tripping minor. Goals that period came from Austin Quarters and Richard Young. On Quarters' goal, the assist went to his line mates Mavro Giannis and Peterson, and on Young's goal, the assist went to Jesse Edwards and Colin Moore. We'll be back in 15 or so minutes for second period action. Thank you. Welcome back to the second period of action here at the Southwood County Rec Center. As far as the first period went, the Riverkings scored 2, the Mullets scored 0. The shots there were 7-11. The Mullets will start this period on a power play, 59 seconds remaining in Brooks Hatfield's tripping call. Here come the Mullets, Lovich leading them onto the ice. And here come the Riverkings, Rutherford leading them onto the ice. Teams will switch ends here, so the Riverkings will be working their way from right to left, and the Mullets will be going from left to right. The Riverkings pep band is here tonight. Provided some nice music in between periods there. There's one other game going around tonight in the USPHL Midwest West, and that is between the Dells Ducks and the Steele County Blades. Steele County's up 2-0 after the first period. Shots in that game are 11 for the Dells and 8 for the Blades. That game's being played in Owatonna, Minnesota. Steele County is home in that game. We're just about set here now. Puck drop is underway. Kulas wins it back to Hansen. Hansen puts it in the feet of Hoheisel, but then recovers it himself. Works over to Kulas, who gains the zone. Gato seals him off and applies a hit as DeLotte picks it up. 3 Mullets down on DeLotte there. Up to Chalupski at the point, who works it over to Hansen. Hansen down low. Mullets are working that right side this whole time on the power play. Chip it over, DeLotte and Chalupski. Chalupski comes away with it. He works his way up to the point. Looks to make a pass, but Quarters will knock it into his own zone. Hoheisel behind the net, chips it over. He has it again behind the net. as he looks his head up, looking to make a pass into the feet of Kulas. Kulas finds Strelo in front, and a great save by Rutherford there. Great save with 5 seconds left on the power play here. A shot high and wide, almost hit the official, but it actually wraps perfectly to Hatfield, fresh out of the penalty box. He's got Peterson, goes back, great save by Lovich, Hatfield on top, and the net comes dislodged. Quite the turn of events there. The Mullets had a shot in their own end, went high and wide, and found its way to the stick of Brooks Hatfield. Fresh out of the penalty box, who chipped it up to Peterson, who had a good look, but Lovich made a nice save there. Face-offs now to Lovich's right, Hatfield against Lallier. Kasirik picks up the loose puck and moves it over to McManus. McManus mishandles it, but gets it in deep. Kasirik loses an edge there and falls down. Fleming tries to keep it in. It's taken out by Dixon to Kasirik. McManus, now Trelstad keeps it in. Trelstad takes a shot off the blocker Rutherford and up into the netting for a whistle. Rutherford from Fort Wayne, Indiana is having a pretty good night thus far, stopping all 13 he has faced. Hatfield and Lallier on the draw again. One over, McManus chips it up the wall, hits, takes a funny bounce off the glass there. Mance was expecting it to go one way and it went somewhere else. Now Kasirik looks in, a good stick by Lovich, he pokes it again and it just goes wide. I believe it was off the skate of Hatfield. Now battling down low. Kasirik pressured by Frederick. Moves it over to the opposite corner where Mance picks it up. Mance puts it in deep, picked up by Gutterman. Hatfield looked to take a shot, blocked by Lallier, who moves it up to Trelstad. Trelstad, 2-on-2. Chips it around McManus, and the puck works its way in below the goal line. McManus pressures Trelstad now. 3 guys, and Dixon has it. A good poke there by Rutherford. Now to Lallier. Oh, Rutherford was looking at the wrong side, but still made the save. Now Trelstad throws it on goal. A catch, and Rutherford chooses to play this one. Now Fleming behind his own net. Moves it over to McManus, who can't get a hold on it. Walters rims it back in. Fleming and Hullaby now. They're battling for it. He gives it down low to Laflamme. Laflamme tried a centering pass that was broken up by McManus, and now the puck's worked up to Young. Young has the feet, puts the puck in the feet of Frank. A change there by the Riverkings. McManus now off the wall. An attempted for Curry, but intercepted by Borison, who works it up to Laflamme. A drop pass, barely stays in the zone. Hullaby with the shot right into the chest of Rutherford. Quick little odd man rush there for the Mullets, turned into a good scoring chance. Rutherford made the save and is now discussing it with number 20 Tom McManus to make sure they stay on the same page. 16:50 here left in the second period. Shots are now at 9-14 in favor of the Mullets. Draw one by the Mullets, back to Frank. There you go, Edwards working along the wall there with Laflamme. Walters gets it in deep. In behind the net, another wraparound try was stopped by Rutherford. The Mullets have really tried to work plays behind the net, either passes out in front or trying to stuff it on the wraps. Maselli now gets it in deep and takes a hit. Took the hit to make the play. Borison stepped up on him there. Curry now in behind the net. Curry works it, moves up to Gatos. Gatos slides it over to Delot. Delot winds up in a great block by Walters. Slid right in front of that one. The Mullets bench is liking that, giving them some energy there. Number 17, Laflamme now moves it up. Chipping it in deep is Walters. Good shift for him. He rims it around where Nurse and Chalupski come together. Nurse plays it up out of the zone, looking for Curry. Curry battling now with Brophy. And now it's worked over. Delot picks it up. He works his way wide. He just throws it in on goal. And Lovich made the save, and that net moved a little bit. Presumably, it did not stay very well anchored from that first Riverkings attempt in this period where it came loose. we'll keep an eye on that throughout the rest of this period here. Hansen now working it up. Pass was intercepted by Nurse. The Mullets get it in deep now. McManus pressuring, and Nurse being pressured by Hansen now. Battle for it. Fleming tried to pass up to Nurse, but it went to Hansen instead. And now Fleming picks it up and cannot get the puck out of the zone. McManus in behind his own net, pressured by Fodstad. Chips it up to Nurse, who gets it over to Krieger. Krieger takes ice, gets it the puck in deep and chases after it. There you go. And Fleming now has it taken from by Fodstad at the red line, who gets it in the zone. Fleming doing what he can to keep him to the outside, and Krieger came for his support. McManus now, and Brophy. Good hit put on by McManus, but Brophy still comes away with it. Chalupski barely keeps it in the zone. Now McManus battling along there. Works his way behind the net. Looks to the point. Finds him across. A shot and a block shot by McManus. He came right out on that and made sure it did not get through. Blocker save there by Rutherford. McManus works it around to Fleming. Fleming to Nurse. Nurse to Krieger, who gets it out of the zone. Riverkings have to be careful here, changing two forwards, but Peterson makes the play. Up to Quarters. Quarters gains the red line now, into the zone. Leaves it for Mavrogiannis, who puts it just wide to Lovich. Kulis moves it up. Peterson works on him now. Moves up to Gutterman. Gutterman has his pass intercepted by Peterson, who now works it in. He was looking for a passing option, but most were covered. Moore now moves it low to Peterson. Peterson to Mavrogiannis. Mavrogiannis works it to Moore. Moore throws a shot through traffic, tip just wide. I believe Quarters got his stick on that and changed the direction of the puck just wide. Now 3 players from each team battling for it. Mavrogiannis spins away with it now. Good defensive play there by the Mullets. And up a hit by Mavrogiannis there. Oh, and Moore goes down, but nothing's going to be called. Strelo just sends it in deep, and Moore's now after it. Moore chips up to Peterson, who was looking the other way. Frederick there moves it up to Lallier. Lallier looks to beat Moore. Moore just forces him wide. He drops it back to Strelo. Strelo to Mavrogiannis. He sends it up to Peterson, and a great play there by Borison. He was skating, looking over his left shoulder, spun back to his right, and knocked that pass right out of the air. A great play there. Peterson's pass intercepted by Lallier. Works it over. Good passing there by the Mullets. The last pass did not connect. Frank with the shot. Rutherford with the save. To Mavrogiannis now. Lallier. Hartley kicks it up to Mavrogiannis, who looks to get it deep. Lallier behind his own net. Has Trelstad on a stretch pass, who just stops it and dumps it in deep. Dixon after. Rutherford stops, and a one-hand backhand pass right over to Delot. Delot moves it to Moore. Moore to Kasirik. Kasirik gets it out of the zone. Comes across the blue line, takes the shot. Lovich the save. Rebound was left right in front, but cleared out by the defense. Borison moves it over to Dixon. Dixon and Gatos here. Borison now 2-on-1, was saved by Rutherford. Good rebound control there by Rutherford, as Trelstad was sitting on the doorstep, and he made sure to keep that puck off his pad away from him. Trelstad now coming back with it, 1-on-1 with the lot. He's just going to go ahead and chip it in and get a change. He is not going to get a change, as there's actually called an icing. So now Mullets need to make sure they don't get the change and get all the right bodies back on the ice. 11:16 here left in the second period. 2-0 Riverkings. The Mullets have 17 shots to the Riverkings 10.
Solaris brings you high-speed internet, TV, and telephone.
And Hatfield now squaring off against LaFlamme.
People Harris Bank is banking with a human touch.
Hatfield wins it back to the point. Delot has a hop over stick but recovers quickly. Down to Mance in the far corner. Frank picks it up. And now Kasirik and him are battling for it. Kasirik comes out. He looks for Mance back door. Mance got the puck on his stick but wasn't able to get the shot off. Hatfield now gets it in deep. Mance has it. He found Kasirik now. They're just going back and forth trying to feed each other. And Mance takes the shot. Puck came out. This is probably the best pressure the Riverkings have had all period. Kasirik now throws it on goal, but the puck deflected to the corner by Frank. Kasirik again working it along the wall. Kasirik looking for his options and is eventually stripped of the puck by Charlestad, who's going to send it right into the hand of 6'4" Jacob Gatos. It's kind of hard to get a puck over him. Jesse Edwards now. Puck comes out of the zone. Delot sends it in. And the puck just finds Young's stick as he works it in deep. He loses an edge but still makes the pass. Shot. And now Edwards below. Young battling for it. LaFlamme moves it over. Puck is put in deep there by Walters, I believe. Puck goes all the way back around. Chalupski will recover. Hullaby now, pressured by Edwards. Gives it to Fleming, who tried to give it to Young. And an icing will be called. 9.5 to go here in the second. And we've reached the halfway point of the second period here. Rutherford is going to finish the night 17 of 17. A good half of a game from him. It's the last game of the season, so head coach Marty Quarters is utilizing both goaltenders. Rutherford exiting the game. Into the game is Dom Pachaco. Pachaco, the Whitby, Ontario native. This season has posted a 7-1 record. Oh, and a great first save for Pachaco. Wow, welcome to the game, Dom. That is a very difficult save to make if you are into the flow of the game. He was not in the flow of the game. That is his first even attempt. A great save there. Back to the numbers on Pachaco. He is 7-1 on the season, a 1.79 goals against average, an 89.8 save percentage, and 1 shutout on the year. Dom's the youngest goalie on the Riverkings roster, as a 99 birth year. And now Chalupski has it. Moves it over to Hansen. Hansen back over to Chalupski. He gains the zone with speed. A 4-on-3 here. Lallier on goal. Shot just wide. Lallier tried a pass that hit off the side of the net. Curry now battling for it, trying to get out of the zone. He cannot, but Edwards can. Edwards gains the red line here, working his way across. A nifty little move around Lallier. Just put the puck in the corner for Curry. Puck came out front, but was picked up by Lallier. Chalupski now with it behind in the corner. Battled for it with Mavrogiannis, who chips it in deep. Quarters now applying some pressure. Hullaby moved it over to Hansen behind his net. Up to Walters, who was hit by Mavrogiannis, but still made the pass. Colin Moore keeps it in the zone. And now Moore has his shot blocked by Lallier. A dead angle shot there by Mavrogiannis is handled by Lovich, but is sent the length of the ice for an icing.
Superlube is located on 8th Street in Wisconsin Rapids. Keep your car running right with regular visits to Superlube.
Face off to Lovich's right now. It's a lot over to Gatos. Gatos takes the shot, looking. A smart player who's looking for Mavrogiannis, who's at the side of the net, and they almost connected. The Mullets rim this one all the way around, and it will be icing. Walters was trying to get there to cancel it out, but he will not. Quarters and Lallier now. Peterson leaves it for Fleming, who puts it in deep. Battling for it now is Hansen. Hansen off the glass to Hullaby, who's battling with Fleming right at the blue line and chips it up to Walters. Walters a 2-on-1 if they hurry. He's got Lallier with them. McManus steps right over. A good defensive play there by Tommy McManus. Tommy McManus, the Overland Park, Kansas native, played last season for Lakeville High School in Lakeville, Minnesota. Lakeville North High School, excuse me. Krieger now wins the draw. Fleming chips it off the glass to Nurse. Nurse chips it around the defenseman. Lovich to rim it around the net to his defenseman, Frederick. Kept in by McManus, stopped up by the official, moved over to Krieger. Krieger applies a nice hit there. Now Gutterman spins back with it. He chips it up, but intercepted by McManus, who had to wait for McPhee, but puck didn't gain the zone anyways. Frederick now in behind his own net. Moves over to Fodstad, who gains some ice and just a flip in behind the net of Pachaco. Fleming moves it over. Frederick keeps it in. A shot of deflection by Fodstad actually hit his stick and then hit his own skate and deflected into the corner. McManus now wheeling behind his own net, and his backhand attempt clearance was blocked by the official and will remain in the zone. Lots of bodies are falling down over there. It's just the physical play of this game. And now Pachaco's without his stick and makes the save. Krieger retrieves his stick for him as he settles back into his net. The puck's still in the corner. A big hit by Fleming. Not necessarily where the puck was. He's going to take a penalty, and Fodstad's going to have words with him. And now they're all come together. Everyone's involved. That's a lot of people on the ice all in one spot, as Fleming, who applied the initial hit, has now snuck out of there. Being the sixth time these two teams have played, it's understandable that tempers will flare. Big thing you want to avoid being the last game of the season is picking up any type of suspension, as that will carry over to playoffs, and no one wants to miss playoffs. We'll see what the call on Fleming here is. Quarters gets the explanation from Fraley. Nods his head in agreement, and we'll move on.
Number 8 win London. 2 minutes for roughing. 2 minutes for roughing to Wisconsin Rapids number 8. Time of the penalty 13:55.
A roughing penalty is assessed there to Raymond Fleming for that hit he applied. And they're bringing the face-off outside, but I believe it's because the Mullets defenseman came down in on that play below the top of the circles, which would force the draw outside even on a penalty call. Riverkings are shorthanded for the second time tonight. Look to have the same success as they did in the first one. Hansen works his way around a lot. Good stick from Peterson. Knocks it off the stick of Hansen. Chalupski from the point. Works it in on goal. Oh, backdoor Hoheisel. Had a wide open net but couldn't handle the puck. Kulas now up to Hansen, who dumps it in deep. A bounce off the wall. Pachaco loses his stick again. And now they move the puck out. Chalupski sends it in. Pachaco stops it and leaves it for Delot. Delot will pick it up and he'll fire it off the boards, out of the zone, but not all the way down to Chalupski. He sends it across to Strelo. Strelo works it in low. Throws it on goal. A nice deflection there. Goes wide. Hansen tried to pass to Chalupski, was intercepted. Peterson's going to try to chip it off around Chalupski. They're going in one-on-one. Peterson moves off the crossbar. A great short-handed opportunity there by Peterson. Had Lovich beat, but could not beat the crossbar. Puck dumped in deep now. 30 seconds remain on the Mullets power play. This puck will go. Ryan Manson after it. He's got to step on Frederick. Manson low. Has it taken away by Charlestad. Lallier now moves up with it. Slides it over to Gutterman. Gutterman gains the red line and he'll send it in deep. A funny bounce off the glass there as well. Still ended up going behind the net. Now 5 seconds remain. And the Riverkings have successfully killed off their second penalty of the night. Kasirik now tries to find the puck. A couple of players come together for it. Two Mullets actually collided into each other. Gutterman goes behind his net. He's pressured by Hatfield. He sends it around. The two number 7s battle it out. Kasirik and Lallier. And now 4 Mullets around the 2 Riverkings. Frederick and Hatfield now battle. Puck's worked, moved across the zone. McManus has his pass taken by Lallier, who gives it right back to him. Mance now sends it back to Hatfield. Skated right into the skates of McManus. Lovich stops it behind his net. A long stretch pass. Just past the stick. Pachaco's going to stop it and move it. Dixon will recover. Young intercepts that centering pass. Charlestad on the forecheck looking for some friends. Up to Diamond. The shot high and wide. Curry chips it off the boards and out. Borison now moves it over to Strelo. Strelo nearly intercepted by Edwards, but now the puck's in deep the Riverkings end. Moore. And Edwards looking to pick it up. Edwards and Curry come together with Borison for the Mullets trying to win it. Hartley rims it around. Young on it for the Riverkings. He takes a good hit there from Hullaby. Hartley will work it behind the Riverkings end. Do a nifty little spin move to lose his defenseman. Curry up off the boards to Young. Young just tried to lead himself onto it but could not. Hartley gets it back to the Mullets defenseman. Curry gets this one deep as 4 of the 5 Riverkings will grab a change. No, icing's waved off here. The puck was deflected and was not going to make it down below the goal line. Hartley spins back to Delott. Delott tries to send a pass long, but Brophy was there. Strelo in on it. First guy in here. Works his way around Hartley. A pass through the slot. Went through about 4 players and no one was able to get a stick on it. Now a 2-on-1 for the Riverkings. Peterson and Quarters. Peterson has Quarters. A great defensive play there by Brophy. Good work on that 2-on-1, laying down and preventing a pass from Peterson to Quarters. Quarters did have the first goal of the contest. Now the puck's in the slot to Peterson. A shot just wide. And up to Fodstad now, who gains the red line at 2-on-2. He's just going to get it deep on Pachaco. Catches it like a center fielder.
Hey, now's a good time to start heading over to the balcony for the Jimmy John's Chuck-It-Up contest. We'll be chucking those ducks at the beginning of the next intermission.
Face off to the left of Pachaco, just over a minute left in the second period. Hatfield against Brophy on this face-off. Mullets win it back to the point. Hansen looks for a pass. He had Lindblom driving to the net, but Delott's long stick gets in the way. Now a battle in the corner. Another block pass by Delott. Kasirik has it. He looks for help. He sends a cross-ice pass to Ryan Mance that is broken up by Chalupski. Puck was deflected with a hand, but the refs are not going to call a hand pass here. Gatos up off the wall to Hansen. 25 seconds remain in the second period now. Fodstad will send it in deep. Stopped by Pachaco. Under pressure, he rims it around to Kasirik. Kasirik finds Mance. 10 seconds now. Chalupski checks the clock as he comes back. He goes behind his own net. Hansen looks for a pass to DeLotte. DeLotte will intercept, and he will hold possession. Oh, we'll move it over to Hatfield, who holds it until the end of the second period there. No goals were scored in that period, so the River Kings are still up 2-0. The shots are 14 for the River Kings and 19 for the Mullets. Parker Rutherford played the first half of this game, and he stopped all 17 he's seen, and Pachaco says stopped the 2 he has seen. His first one was a big one, though. We'll be back in about 15 minutes for the third period of action. And we're just about set for the third period of action here at the Southwood County Rec Center between the Minnesota Mullets and the Wisconsin Rapids River Kings. This game here is 2-0. The River Kings are on top. Both goals were scored in the first period. The first coming off the stick of Austin Quarters. His assist went to Xander Mavrogiannis and Adam Peterson. Second River Kings goal was scored by Richard Young. The assist to Jesse Edwards and Colin Moore. Mason Lovich in the net to our right. He's stopped 12 of 14 that he has seen tonight. And down to our left will be Dom Pachaco. He came in at the halfway point of the second period, replacing Parker Rutherford. Nothing Rutherford was doing, it's just the last game of the season, so Marty Quarters wants to get both of his netminders involved tonight, get them some action. Around the league, the only other game is that Dells Ducks Steele County Blades game, and it is getting interesting. The Dells scored 3 in the second, and Steele County scored 1. So now it is a 3-3 game in the second period of that contest. That matchup's interesting because it dictates who the River Kings will play here in the playoffs starting next week. And here we go for the third period of action. Quarters, Mavrogiannis, and Peterson out for the River Kings. Gatos and DeLotte on the point. Strelo, Kulas, and Hoheisel. And Hansen and Shalupski on the point. Hoheisel works his way in, makes Gatos fall. Moves it over. Hansen now lets one go. Saved by Pachaco. The puck was behind him. It was then cleared out. Quarters takes his man down, literally. And Kulas works it up high. Lovich to the bench for the extra skater. DeLotte's now going to chase after it and try to touch up. He does such, and now we'll see the third penalty of the game. The third penalty of which going to the River Kings, who will be shorthanded again. Quarters is expressing his displeasure at Fraley's call on his way to the bench. And he is given some encouragement from the Mullets bench as he heads to the penalty box. A holding penalty to Quarters, and the River Kings will be short-handed early here in the third. Big penalty kill here coming up for the River Kings. A goal here for the Mullets would give them a lot of energy heading into the rest of this game. Peterson gets tossed out of the draw there. Mance comes in and Kulas falls on top. A bunch of bodies coming together, and Peterson lays a hit on Strelo. Hoheisel now works it. Along the wall, down low. Fleming. Hoheisel attempted to hit him, but Fleming got the best of that one. Peterson goes down. Mance takes it. He gets slashed on his way by, and Fraley saw it out of the corner of his eye, and he will take that. Fleming moves it back to McManus. Pachaco has gone to the bench for the extra skater. Once the Mullets touch up here, we'll have a whistle. And a hit there. Kulas on McManus. Mullets touch up, and we'll be playing some 4-on-4 hockey for a minute 19. Pretty quick and efficient penalty kill there from the River Kings. Drawn one of their own to play some 4-on-4 hockey.
Minnesota penalty on number 13, Tyler Kulas. 2 minutes for tripping.
Frank here talking with the official. Wants to get the explanation on the penalty there. And we'll have 4-on-4 hockey for a minute 19 here. The face-off to Lovich's left. Kasirik looking to take the draw. against Hoheisel. Delot gets it in deep to Kasirik. Kasirik looks to beat his man. Frederick does a good job to not allow him past. Bouncing puck goes past Gatos. Gatos recovers and puts it in deep. Kasirik will chase after it. Kasirik battles for it. Frederick picks it up. And since we are at even strength, that will be an icing call. Face-off comes back down to the Mullets end. Kasirik and Hoheisel once again will face off here. Oh, he tried to win it forward there, but Frederick was right there. A bank pass, Strelo chasing it, Pachaco moves it past Strelo over to Mance. Mance loses the handle on it, and Strelo works his way around, but a good back check from Kasirik. Lifts the stick and allows Mance to go the other way with it. Mance is a 1-on-3 right now, and he beats his first man. And just couldn't get a hold of it to try to beat the second. Now the puck comes out to Fleming. Fleming with a little slap pass over to Gatos. Gatos moves it to Kasirik, but the pass is picked up by Frederick. Gutterman wheeling around out of his own end now. Gains the red line. Works it across the blue line. Gets it in deep. A pass deflect off a skate and a save from Pachaco. Not who the original pass was going to, but it ended up finding the stick of a Mullet player in the high slot. Fired one that Pachaco trapped under his pad for a good save there. 11 seconds left on Porter's penalty, and then the Riverkings will have an abbreviated power play. Peterson wins the draw back. McManus over to Fleming. Fleming gains ice. Looked for Mavrogiannis on the bank pass. Picks it up, and the Riverkings are now on a power play for 40 seconds. Quarters tips it in deep. Chalupski chases after it now. He moves it over to Hansen, who can't get the handle on it, to Lallier, who's met. Oh, now 2-on-1. Lallier works in. A good back check from Quarters to prevent anything. And they come together and knock the net off. Both pegs out of the net. Water bottle knocked off. McManus will grab a drink of that before he puts it back. Riverkings still on a power play for 20 seconds with a face-off in their own end. Walters, Dixon, Chalupski, and Hansen are the killers here for the Mullets. The power play unit of Mance, Kasirik, Hatfield, and then McManus and Fleming are not going to be out there. They're actually going to go get a change. And Gatos and Delot will step on. Dixon and Hatfield now. Kasirik comes away with it. He's got his head up looking to make a pass to Mance, and he finds him. Mance works his way in as a puck taken by Walters. Delot picks it up now, and he'll gain the zone. A shot on there by Kasirik and a good save by Lovich. Even strength here. Kulas, fresh out of the penalty box, picks it up. He's prevented from going anywhere by Jacob Gatos. And no, puck comes right out in front there, but Delot was home to take it away. Kasirik sends a nice pass over to Mance. Mance doesn't know who's in front of him. Chalupski stepped up on the play and it deflected off of them and went over both of their heads. Mance was looking back, and if he would have been looking ahead, he would have had a nice little breakaway there. Delot steps into one, high and wide, might have been deflected on the way in. Gatos will step into one, and his is blocked by Dixon. Good block there by number 6, Trevor Dixon. 16:08 here left in the third period. The Riverkings still holding that 2-0 advantage despite trailing in shots 22-15. Young now picks up the puck off of the draw and moves it behind their net. Gutterman will pick it up. Looks to make the pass to Trelstad. He does not get a stick on it. This will go for icing. No change for the Mullets here. The Riverkings will send out McManus and Fleming. Face off to Lovich's right. Battle goes in behind the net now. Trelstad looking to pick it up and get it out of the zone. He moves it over to Lallier. Lallier had a 2-on-1 but couldn't handle it. Now Hullaby's forechecking against Fleming. McManus against Lallier. Fleming moves it up to Young. Young's being pressured there by Trelstad. A good back check from him prevents Young from going anywhere. He spins free now and turns it over. Fleming has it. Moves it over to McManus. McManus off the wall. Curry gets it in deep and will go for a change. Lovich leaves it for Gutterman. Rims it around to Hullaby, who's met by Gatos. Edwards looked to pick up the loose puck, but McPhee will come away with it. Gatos picks it up now. Looking to gain ice. Slips around Frederick. Oh, attempted a nice little move against Gutterman there, but he would not be beat. Laflamme flips it into the Riverkings bench there. Everyone looks okay down there though. Face-off will come out to center ice. Just under 15 minutes left in the third period here. Diamond squaring off against Krieger. Frank moves it to Borson. Borson's being pressured by McPhee. Krieger works it in deep. Frank took a swat at it but didn't make any contact. McPhee puts a hit on him. Borson moves up to Walters. Walters is going to try to move over to Laflamme. Nurse will intercept. Nurse working his way down. The official is right in the way of the defenseman there. Moore moves it over to Krieger. Krieger battling for it with Laflamme. McPhee spills to the ice. Nurse comes away with it now and he gets it in deep. Borson's after it. Krieger's on his pressure. Good hit by Krieger. Frank now over to Laflamme. Moore keeps it in. The Mullets are struggling to get it out. Frank over to Borson. Borson keeps it in his own end here. Riverkings send fresh troops onto the ice. In quarters feet now. Laflamme moves it, still not out yet. Diamond's trying to get it out, and he just barely does. Walters now gets it in deep, and he'll forecheck in after it. Hartley to retrieve it. Hartley moves it over to his partner, Colin Moore. Moore up to Xander Mavrogiannis, who battles for it. Mavrogiannis comes across. Taps it off the wall to himself, and he's in deep behind the defense. Below the goal line now, they battle for it. Peterson comes away with it, moves it to Quarters. Quarters looked to make a move there to Mavrogiannis down low, but the pass or shot, whichever you may call it, was blocked by a Mullets defenseman.
Summer Fun basket. The basket is going to go first. That's on a yellow ticket. Ticket number 705.
Quarters and Brophy now for the face-off. Brophy wins it back. Chalupski picks it up and moves it over to Hansen.
3-3-3.
Battled for there. Quarters will get it over into the Mullets end where Hansen recovers. He moves it over to Chalupski. Chalupski goes back to Hansen. That's been their popular way of getting it out of the zone. D to D to D again. Fleming will take it away there. Hansen has it on his stick. Over to Chalupski, who works it, and he looks long for Fodstad. Fleming steps on him. Icing's negated. Pachaco moves it over. The nice little pass to McManus. A little contact there from Brophy. Purely incidental, I imagine. And now the Riverkings ice it. Peterson was attempting to get there, but Chalupski had to step on him.
532 of you came out to watch, and we very much appreciate your support.
A good crowd on hand tonight. Announced attendance was 532. The Riverkings do get good support in the community.
498-3783.
Picked up, the Mullets player comes across. Oh, and a backhander from Fodstad beats Pachaco just over his pad and past his glove. Not sure Pachaco saw that all the way. It was a weird broken play that looked like the Riverkings had won the draw. It went back to Fodstad. He came across and threw a backhander from the low slot area. Beats Pachaco on his 6th shot of the evening. And the score is now 2-1 with just over 12 minutes left to play in the 3rd period. We'll see who gets the announced assists on that in a moment. Until then, Delat will send it down and Hansen will get back for icing.
Minnesota goal was scored by number 72, Joey Rodstad. He is assisted by number 38, Joey Brophy. Rodstad from Brophy.
So Fostad does get the goal, and Brophy picks up the assist there. Some cheering from the Mullets section in the stands for that name. Puck is in the referee's feet, and Delat battles for it now. Along the wall, 2 guys hit the ground, and they battle for it. Edwards comes away with it. Moves it to Young, who chips in. He's stepped up on by the captain, Hansen. Hansen comes back to recover there. John Hansen wears the C on his chest for the Mullets. Young now and Strelo battle for it. Hoheisel narrowly avoids a hit from Jacob Gatos. Young now has it. Moves it back to Gatos and he goes down. Gatos comes across. Beats one man. Tries to beat a second. Throws a little backhander in on net that's stopped by Lovich. The post does come off in that attempt. Mullets will not be allowed to change since it was their goaltender who knocked it off. A little more energy in the game after that goal. Really fired things up since we hadn't had much action since the first 2 goals way back in the 1st period. 11-12 left in the 3rd period. Shots are 15-23 in favor of the Mullets. Battle for it. Man sends it to the middle, but Hansen is there. Hansen moves up to Dixon, over to Trelstad. In his feet, they come across onside. Kasirik moves it over to Hatfield, who pulls up and moves it to McManus. McManus meant to get a little more on that than he did, but got the job done and got it in deep. Trelstad is hanging out behind the Riverkings defense, and Pachaco will just backhand it around to Hatfield. Hatfield moves it over to Kasirik. Kasirik flips it up to Chalupski. Chalupski at his own blue line. Moves it to Trelstad. Hansen gains the zone. Takes a shot to the opposite corner. McManus and Lallier now. Good hit there by McManus to separate Lallier from the puck. And now Kasirik comes 1-on-3. He beats the first man. Left the pass for Mance. Now a 2-on-2. Mance looks to work wide. Throws it off some skates. And now Krieger comes away with it. Up to Gatos. To Delat now. Delat with the shot and another nice block shot, I believe again by Walters. That is 2 I can think of that were big time blocks from number 19, Hunter Walters. And we're gonna have a penalty here. I'm not sure if it's on Gatos or Dixon. Fraley, the official, points at Gatos and also Dixon. Any coincidentals here? This is what happens when 2 guys aren't playing nice. Peterson gets a brief explanation. And the face-off will come down to the Riverkings end. Head coach of the Riverkings, Marty Quarters, is going to get the explanation here.
Wisconsin Rapids penalty to number 16, Jacob Gatos. 2 minutes for slashing.
Gatos gets a slashing penalty there.
Number 16. Minnesota penalty to number 6, Trevor Dixon. 2 minutes for roughing.
And Trevor Dixon will pick up a roughing penalty. So a slash for Jacob Gatos of the Riverkings, and then a roughing for Trevor Dixon. The discussion as to whether we're going to play 5-on-5 or 4-on-4 here. Some discussion. 5 guys on for the Riverkings, but only 4 on for the Mullets. And there goes Xander Mavrogiannis off the ice, so we will be playing 4-on-4 hockey here. I was pretty sure it should have been 4-on-4, but I hadn't seen a signal until Napgezek came off the ice. Frederick now with it at his own blue line. He sends it up to Kulas, who tips it in to McManus. McManus will be back behind. Pass off the wall to his partner Fleming, who moves up to quarters, who has Peterson on the far wing. Just couldn't handle the pass. Hoheisel now. He works with it. Spin pass over to Kulas, who throws it high. Pachaka will just let it go. Frederick now with it. He throws it. Kicked by McManus. And now in the skates of Frederick. A 3-2 here. 3-on-2 if they hurry. Fleming breaks that up before anything dangerous could occur out of it. Fleming now with the puck again. He skates, he just puts it over in the open space. Lets Peterson go chase after it. Quarters has the puck, but Peterson is offside, so he'll pull up at the blue line. Moves it back to Fleming. Fleming over to Quarters. Quarters back to Fleming. Fleming moves to Quarters and takes some ice there. He's got a little bit of room. Fleming, one man in front of him. Had his hands tied up, kind of just got down and threw a shot on goal that went just wide. Now he was the forechecker there with the assistance of Peterson. Working his way across the red line, or across the blue line rather, was Blake Gutterman, but the play is whistled offsides. 8:35 left here in the third period. 2-1 the score. Shots for the Riverkings are 16 and 23 for the Mullets. Oh, and a 2-on-1 right off of the faceoff. Manson to Lott against Hansen. Sends it over to Lott, and a nice save there by Lovich on the 2-on-1. A very nice stop there to keep this at a 1-goal game. Lovich was last week's USPHL Midwest Player of the Week for goaltender, so just to keep that in mind. A nice save there by Pachako. Back up to Strelo. Strelo moves it up to Lallier. Tried to give it back to Strelo, who couldn't handle it. Hansen will pick it up. Chalupski there was pressured by Kasirik, but gets it over to Hansen. Hansen will wind up and a shot, and Pachako made the save. Now Lallier picks up the rebound, and a big save by Dominic Pachako. Coming back across from his right to his left on Dalton Lallier, makes a big save to keep this also at a 1-goal game. The scoring chances have picked up, and the goaltenders thus far have risen to the occasion. And now Kasirik will go. Too many men for the Mullets. One guy has to hop off late. Kasirik to Mance. Mance a shot off the crossbar and out. He had beaten Lovich over the glove side, but the crossbar denies the Riverkings for the second time tonight. And now Fleming makes a nice defensive play there on Dixon. Krieger puts Trelstad in the wall, and the door actually has become dislodged from that hit by Krieger. Shut quickly there by trainer Nick Nye of the Riverkings. Face-off will be taken at center ice. Krieger against Brophy. Krieger wins it back cleanly to McManus, who gains the red line. Hampered by Trelstad, was unable to get it in deep there. Fleming and Dixon come together, and the puck moves forward for Trelstad. A shot redirected behind the net by Pachako. Nurse hustling forward here. A nice stick lift there by Trelstad. A shot. Oh! And now the Mullets answer with a crossbar of their own. Trelstad with a nifty little stick lift there on Dylan Nurse, and he let one go.
We're going to give away the priceless Joe Pavelski package right now.
Andrew Trelstad of the first goal of last night's contest, looking at it on the score sheet again tonight.
Jordan, you're the winner. Now Jordan, I also happen to know Joe's aunt, and you'll have the opportunity if you'd like to trade in the jersey for an order of Italian fries at Art Napgezek, you can do that. But congratulations to
And
Jordan.
battling in low is Hoheisel and Edwards, the two 15s.
Very happy for you.
Hoheisel comes away with it.
Appreciate the support.
Gives it now behind the net.
Purchasing your tickets.
And the net comes off on Pachako's end this time. No change for the Riverkings. Little trouble with the nets tonight. mostly on the Mullets end, but this one from Pachaco. Went into his butterfly a little hard into the post there, and a slight movement caught the eye of the official to blow it dead. Edwards on Kula. Actually, they're both being thrown out of the draw there, so come in is now Young and Hoheisel. Young wins it back, his second draw win of the night, if I'm counting correctly. Hoheisel wins. A shot there was blocked by Edwards' stick. Tipped out of the zone to Young. Young, first man in. On the backhand, back over to Edwards. Edwards to Curry. Lovich with another nice save. The rebound was sitting out in front, but no River King was there to bury it. Gatos now winds up a hard shot deflected on the way in. Curry working for it behind the net. Hoheisel was laying on his stomach there, but pops up and Curry comes away with it. Up to Gatos. Gatos to Delot, pressured there quickly by Strelo. A good sequence of events there for the River Kings, but nothing occurs out of it. And a puck was shot, I believe, off a River Kings player and then right back onto the ice. So we'll get a face-off at center. 5.5 left here in this game. 19-28 are the shots. We got Quarters squaring off against Lallier. Peterson gets it in deep, and he's forechecking hard. Chalupski back to get it, moves it, takes a good hit there. He actually put it off his own net, and it popped right out. Went to a Mullet stick, though. And Peterson is down behind the play, struggling to get back. He's still at the far blue line now as the River Kings are playing shorthanded. But oh, now we got a 2-on-1 the other way. Mavrogiannis picked it up, and Peterson came back. Oh, he looked to throw a shot right off of Lovich's pad, but he directed it to the corner. Peterson's hit again. We had a stoppage there. Peterson's going to the box, shaking his head. But then again, so is Chalupski.
Awards and more is on 8th Street in Wisconsin Rapids.
The captain, Austin Quarters, waiting to hear his explanation from the official on that play there. Looked to me more like Peterson was the one that was getting hampered, but he decided that both guys were at fault. A roughing to 28, Adam Peterson for the River Kings.
Minnesota penalty to number 23, Tyler Chalupski. 2 minutes for roughing.
And to Tyler Chalupski goes a roughing as well. So coincidental roughing penalties with 5:08 left in the third period. Should be playing a little more 4-on-4 hockey. Dalton Lallier and Austin Quarters, 2 men with C's on their jerseys, getting an explanation from the official here. Both captains will go back and explain to their coaches what the official had just told them. Muskie's head coach, Chris Walby, doesn't like the call. Excuse me, Mullets, not Muskies. Muskies would be another team. This is the Mullets. So we'll play 4-on-4 hockey here for 2 minutes. Fleming fakes the shot, then lets one go and into the catching glove of Lovich. Mason Lovich makes his 18th save of the contest there on 20 shots. Kasirik again on the draw against Lallier, the 2 number 7s. Lallier wins this one though. Hansen picks it up, pressured by Kasirik. Now Frederick moves it over to Hansen. Oh, and Kasirik pokes it free. Puck goes right on, go to Lovich, who thought about playing it, thought better of it, and covered it himself. Face-off will now be to Mason Lovich's left. River Kings will send out the new D pairing of Delot and Gatos. Kasirik and Mance are still the forwards. Lallier and Charlestad out there for the forwards. Frederick and Hansen out there for the Mullets, but Kasirik actually either broke or dropped his stick and just came quickly for a change. Quarters came on in replacement of him. Frederick now moves it over to DeLotte. Gatos and Charlestad in behind the net. DeLotte attempts to hit Charlestad, who slips right around it and moves up to Lallier. Fakes the slap shot, sent a pass down low to Frederick. Switch and rolls there. Frederick usually up on the point. And that's where he heads now. Standing there, Mance in front of him, looking to prevent. A nice pass through his legs. Lallier the shot, the save by Pacheco. He came out big there. The rebound goes to Quarters. Quarters makes the pass up to Mance. Gatos comes in hard with some speed. Frederick loses an edge there. Mance will pick it up here. 40 seconds remain on that 4-on-4. Frederick's going to take a breath behind his seat, behind his net, move it over. He'll go and grab a change now. Dumped in deep. Behind Pacheco's net, McManus there, met by Strelo. McManus chips it just around. Frank will step up and keep it in. Just avoids a big hit from McManus and gets it in. Fleming will apply a hit though, and the puck comes right out in front. It's in the skates. And I'm not exactly sure what caused Frank to go down there, but he looks like he lost an edge and went down. Pacheco with the cover there. Got the benefit of a quicker whistle. Not entirely sure he had that, but as a goaltender, I'm sure he'll appreciate it. 16 seconds left on 4-on-4, 3:23 left in the third, and a 2-1 game here. Krieger wins the face-off, back to McManus, who moves to Fleming. Over to Kasirik, they got a 2-on-2. Kulas on the back check. Kasirik with a nice move. Dipped right around his man, but a good save by Lovich. Krieger crashed into the net. Collided with Hoheisel, and they will skate away. 4 seconds left now. Hatfield now is taking it in the draw here for the Riverkings against Kulas of Gatos now moves it. 5-on-5 hockey here now. Kasirik somehow has that puck on his stick still. Now it's loose. 5 people hit the ice, and now 2 Riverkings are down behind the play. 2-on-2 for the Mullets, and oh, big hit by Brett DeLotte. He stepped right into Hoheisel and did not let him through. Kasirik now picks it up. He works his way back with Chalupski. He gives it back to Gatos. Gatos makes his way up the ice. Hits Hatfield in the back unintentionally, but the puck still bounces to Mance. A fortunate bounce for the Riverkings. Loose stick hanging out in center ice. And a shot from the wall by Mance is saved and held by Lovich. Both teams get some much needed changes there. The D pair of Hansen and Chalupski will stay out for the Mullets. Just under 2.5 minutes left here in the third period. The Riverkings still hold that 1-goal advantage, 2-1. Fleming now chasing down Dixon. Another unbelievable stop by Pacheco. Dixon made the nice pass backdoor to Charlestad, and Pacheco sliding all the way over. Showed some athleticism there, making that save. Parker Rutherford did start this game and stopped all 17 he had faced, but Pacheco has had 2 major saves that really stand out that have kept this one at a 2-1 game. Edwards and Lallier now looking to take the face off. Chipped out of the Riverkings end. Chalupski moves it over to Hansen. Hansen up to Dixon. He dumps it in deep. A diving play by Fleming to try to take it off the stick of Charlestad. And the puck clears the end. Clears down to the Mullets end. Chalupski wheels around his net. Moves it over to Young. Young can't get it deep. Now McManus. McManus will. We're going to have to keep an eye on Lovich here as the clock winds down to see at which point Mullets coach Chris Walby wants to pull him for the extra attacker. Lovich is up at the hash marks now, and he's coming. McManus chips it around. The Mullets with 6 players on the ice now in the empty net. Lindbaum, that fresh player, is unable to keep it in. Hoheisel now. Moves over to Chalupski. A minute 15 left in the third period. Young goes down. Hansen with the pass to Kulas. He can't find it in his feet. He rims it up to Gatos. Gatos steps back. He's going to take a shot for the empty netter. Caught by Hansen. That'll be a hand pass. Hansen prevented a goal potentially, but there was a hand pass as a result. Mason Lovich will have to return to his net for now. A minute 05 left in the third period. And a timeout here is called by the Mullets, I believe. They're going to try to make sure they're all on the same page this late in the game.
Timeout, Minnesota. Timeout, Minnesota.
So in the first period, it was Austin Quarters who found the net first, with the assist going to Adam Peterson and Xander Mavrogiannis. The second goal of the contest was scored by the Riverkings as well. Richard Young off a great feed from Jesse Edwards and Colin Moore. The Mullets then answered here in this third period with a goal from Joey Fostad on a backhander from the middle. Brophy had won the puck back to him off the faceoff. And then a nice finish, and that is where we stand now. 2-1, minute 05 left in the third. 22-31 are the shots, making for a very interesting finish here. Both coaches giving their final orders before the players head back out to take this draw. Out for the Mullets is Kulas, Hoheisel, and Strelo on the attack, and then on defense will be Hansen and Chalupski. Coming out for the Riverkings, across from them will be that goal-scoring line of Quarters, Peterson, and Mavrogiannis. Gatos and Delat at the point. The puck battle there comes out in the Mullets' favor. Strelo gains the red line and sends it in. Lovich is floating at the hash marks again, and there he goes. Now he is pulled again. Trelstad comes on for the Mullets. A shot and a save by Pacheco. Another one. And the puck is cleared out of harm's way. Hansen gets it in deep. Kulas to Gatos. Gatos off the wall. Chalupski cannot keep it in. Quarters has a step here on Hansen. Prevents the icing. He's got Mavrogiannis in the slot. He's going to go for a skate around the net and just dump it in deep. Mavrogiannis will throw it in on goal, just wide. Just under 30 seconds now left in the third period. Hansen spins away from Peterson and he moves it up. Dumped in deep now. Gatos back to retrieve. 18 seconds left. Gatos battles for it. A shot puck came out front and went wide. And the net came off as Pacheco is coming off his goal line out to the top of his crease. 12.4 seconds left now. Net is empty for the Mullets. 6 attackers on. And now the Riverkings are calling their timeout. Both timeouts have been used, so we don't have to worry about those anymore. It's not basketball where they get 6 in the last 2 minutes. Face-off will be down to the right of Dominic Pacheco. Exciting finish here, no matter how it ends up. Both coaches giving some instruction to their players on how they want them to handle these last 12 seconds. Here we go, a big face-off now as Quarters is lining up against Lallier. Quarters wins it back to Delat. A huge face-off win there from Quarters. Pinned up, Delat's doing everything he can to keep it against the wall. 4 Mullets in there now against 2 Riverkings. 3 seconds. 1 and 0. The Riverkings will take this contest 2-1. Finish with a 4-2 record against the Mullets for the season. Final shots in tonight's game, 22 for the Riverkings. Mason Lovich, the goaltender for the Mullets, stopping 20. For the Riverkings, goaltender Parker Rutherford stopped 17-17. and then was replaced by Dominic Pachaco, who came in and was nearly perfect himself. The Mullets finished with a total of 32 shots. Being this is the last game of the series, the players will shake hands, and then we will find out who tonight's 3 stars of the game are. A really good series between these two teams throughout the course of the whole season. The Riverkings, with this win, will finish in 2nd place in the Midwest West Division with a final record of 33-10-1. The Mullets will finish in 4th place with a record of 26-15-3. The Riverkings will be back in action at home next weekend, Friday and Saturday, potentially Sunday if necessary, in a best-of-3 series against an opponent to be determined. But they will be here. The Riverkings look to salute their fans. Rutherford asks Pachaco to join him in the middle as 3 stick taps and a stick raise to the faithful fans here at the Southwood County Rec Center.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's star players of the game are brought to you by Burritos Pizza.
And here's a presentation of the star players of the game.
Star player of the game was number 70, Dominic Pachaco.
Dominic Pachaco gets the 3rd star of the game, coming in a nice relief appearance. Let's see, we called him a center fielder earlier. Does he have the center fielder arm? That is a resounding no. 2nd shot for Pachaco. There we go. There you go, buddy. Quarters now, the 2nd star of the game, as he takes the safer route and goes to the door and still manages to hit the netting. And then Parker Rutherford, who started this game tonight, he will get the win. Let's see what he can do with his arm strength. Looking, he's looking, he goes up, and that might have been the worst one of all 3. There we go, and then, yes, Rutherford will escape to the door. The safe bet gives it to the kids. Well done, Parker Rutherford. Well, that is about all here from the Southwood County Rec Center. I'd like to thank Zach for taking the film for the Hockey TV, Art Napgezek from taking the camera for Wisconsin Rapids Community Media, and Matt Fillmore, the producer. So thank you for joining us. This has been a Hockey TV and Wisconsin Rapids Community Media presentation. I'm Eric Schutte. Have a great night.